So, some context. That's what I was gonna say. I just stopped with con. Let's get some con. It's like what? So we're gonna do one of the historical challenges, just because we don't really have the time to do like a long form one. So we're gonna see if we can get the 1971 Chicago Blackhawks to win a Stanley Cup.
It's bright.
My eyes.
So, yes, this one, Baba Booey. Invalid game
Put a
name.
name in, yeah.
Baba Booey.
It's so funny whenever in like on NHL and it's like franchise mode, it'll be like, what do you want to call your GM? And I'll just name him like Schwab.
Well,
like
who was the
Schwab.
GM of the fucking Blackhawks in 1970?
Oh, dude, I don't even know. It's like the owner was like Rocky Wirtz or something like that. Who knows?
Historical.
Historical.
Chicago Blackhawks GM History.
Histor Ray.
I'm armed and dangerous. 19. So Tommy Ivan. All right.
Fuck is Tommy Ivan? Wow, he was general manager for almost 23 years.
The GOAT. The
He was
absolute
one
GOAT.
day shy of 23 years.
Damn, they really couldn't have let him be like GM for one more day just to give him the 23-year tenure. Disrespect.
I mean, then look at Bob Pulford, bro. Bob Pulford did 13 years.
No respect.
Jesus.
And then he was interim for like a couple months.
And he was GM again for another 5 years.
They couldn't get rid of the fucking guy.
I mean, I guess they were kept being like, "Oh, jeez, man, like we keep fucking up. Like, just bring Pulford back.
Bring Bob back.
He seemed to know what he was doing." Oh, I
Armed and
should
dangerous.
tweet that we are, even though nobody follows me on Twitter, but it's okay. You'll know, and I know that I did it. And that's all that matters.
So in stark contrast to Dude Simulator, this is a very calm game.
Yeah, it's not as manic or as let's say
Unhinged.
yeah, some absolutely unhinged violence.
Like
Definitely shot to number 1 on the FBI's most wanted list though. After that,
like I said, I'm gonna calculate how many. I'm gonna do a tally of how many people you killed, and we'll find out where we rank among like history's.
Honestly, we'll probably rank among like war criminals with how many people we put in the dirt. It'll be like,
Hey, listen. To be honest, I killed about 4 or 5 people to get some money, and then you just kind of went on a rampage.
yeah, no, I definitely did. Definitely was all me. Honestly, I just wanted to see what happened after, like, would they just keep spawning? Like, I was like, what is going to happen here? And they just kept spawning.
They were just like, we gotta fucking get this guy. We gotta take him down.
Every fucking cop from, like, every county around is coming in, like, we gotta get this guy.
Let's see. Challenge mode. Sure, I guess that's on by default. Alright, so we'll be, who is it? Tommy Ivan will be like,
It'll be Tummy, even. That's his. Oh, wait, yeah, okay, the nickname's underneath it, okay. Tummy Big Tums, even. Start unemployed, yeah, for the national team, yeah.
Start on July 1st. Oh, we can't choose, cannot be. I guess the historical challenges, they automatically put challenge mode on.
Yeah, they do.
Lame. Do you want to start on July 1st, I guess, or just default?
It's up to you.
We'll just do the default. Whatever the default. If 1940, we're going to be like 31 years old. Old as time and space.
But the woman that did the fingerprinting for me yesterday was literally old as time.
She was the Crypt Keeper's roommate in college.
I felt so bad because she was so nice, but like it was just like, oh my god, like lady. She was like typing like, click, click, click. Oh no, that was wrong. Click, 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 click.
All right, it is August 21st, 1970. Let's see what team we got cooking.
We should have a pretty sick team. We should have. We should still have.
Oh my God, we have so many people. All right, we gotta like.
Well,
cut
because
this
all these
roster
rosters are
down.
huge. Yeah, we should still have Bobby Hull.
All right, so in goal.
We have Tony O.
Whoops, Ken Brown. got Tonio and a decent backup.
Tony Owen his rookie year. Actually, no, not his rookie year. It's a year removed from his rookie year.
This is a trade bait potentially.
Oh, Joe Malak, yeah.
To Dallas? Well, yeah. We should probably send some of these guys down,
Mhm.
right? The Dallas Blackhawks?
Yeah, it's our IHL team or whatever. And like Ken Brown will go down. We'll keep Jerry Desjardins.
All
We
right.
should have Pat. Yeah, there's Pat Stapleton. He's our
We just
captain.
look at all defense.
Yeah.
Next we got Pat Stapleton.
We
Will
got Barry
White,
White.
Barry White, Doug Jarrett, Doug Moans, Keith Magnuson. The rest of his defense is kind of shit.
See, like Keith Magnuson gets good, but I feel like we could trade him now for a player that's good. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Considering we have 1 year, yeah.
Especially because like we need a compliment for Pat Stapleton, right? Like
Let's just
Stapleton's
move
our
these
number
guys down
one,
for
and
now.
then like White, Jarrett, and even Mons really are pretty good.
So 1, 2, 3. So these are our 3 left defensemen, and then
I mean, we can keep Magnuson for now.
this guy can play lefty, right? D. All right. We'll cut this list down to the 7 best defensemen we have.
And then we'll figure out from there.
Move the rest of these guys down.
Because honestly, even some of these other guys might be like decent, like trade bait picks.
So Schmear is the last one.
You know, like even these half-star guys that have like 3-star potential, like they might be decent trade bait. You know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So Schmear is the last one we're keeping up. Everyone else can go down. So we definitely would probably need to invest in a defenseman.
Yeah. We definitely need like an upgrade.
Look at our centers.
Stan Mikita's still playing.
That's right. We have Stan Mikita.
Stan the man. I think this might be his. He's only 30 years old.
A living legend. Yeah, I'd say so.
And we even got Pitt Martin, who's pretty good.
Martin's
Yeah,
really
we're
good.
good, dude. Lou Agnati.
Holy shit. I think we'll send these 2 half-star players down.
Yeah, we don't need them.
Left wingers.
Bobby Hall and Dennis Hall.
Yes.
And they got both him and his brother.
Let's go. The Golden Jet. Let's go. No, that wasn't it, right?
Yeah, that's
that
him.
was it. Yeah.
His son's the
The
Golden, Brett.
right.
His brother's the Silver Jet. Dennis. And then Dan Maloney.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll send this guy down for now. This half-star scrub. We don't need him.
And then we just need to look at our right wings, right? Alright, we're not terrible on the wing. We go
Eric
Jim Pappin.
Nestorenko.
We got Jim Pappin. Jim Pappin didn't really start popping off until like later in the 70s, but like still, good player.
Alright, so we'll get rid of these half-star scrubs. We don't need you.
And then what's it called? Like Bordelot's a guy we could probably trade because he's got some value. We could definitely like use him to maybe package for an upgrade. And then
1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel like if we're gonna trade anything, like when we use draft picks like to upgrade, we probably should. I mean, we could just. I feel like we should be liberal with our use of draft picks, just because like the NHL draft was not very good in the 70s.
No.
I mean, especially if we're going to be good, like and it's only a 1-year challenge anyway, so.
Oh, we need to dress people. Right.
Oh yeah, you can just like dress them. You can just isn't it like in the thing there, like on the top right, you can like action menu AI dress players, and then
So
because
who's sitting? A couple of guys are sitting. That's fine.
yeah, I mean we're gonna have injuries anyway, so
Why did it not dress enough forwards?
there's not a 4th line. Yeah, that's how big the roster was at this time. There was only 1 extra center.
Oh, that's right. Right. Okay.
Yeah, NHL rosters only kept getting bigger as the league expanded. By the end of the 70s, you had a full 4 lines. I mean, we can hold on to most of those guys because like we're gonna have injuries anyway, and that's why the rosters are so big.
And also, there's no salary cap.
Yeah, no.
Our best player, Tony, was making 78 grand a year.
Yeah, well, Bobby Hull's only making 125. In 2 years, we would lose him to Winnipeg, who's gonna pay him $1 million.
All right, so we're good on goalies, I think,
Mhm.
for sure. Look at our defenseman.
sorry.
We need to invest in a defenseman, I think.
Definitely a compliment for Stapleton. Well, what kind of defenseman is Pat Stapleton? He's more of an offensive guy, right?
He's all right defensively, but yeah, his offensive stats are crazy.
So maybe we should get like a guy that's a little more like stalwart, like a, you know, who actually might be a really good pickup in this era. It might come pretty cheap. Harry Howell. He might be on the
Where's he
Pittsburgh
at?
Penguins.
Where you at, bitch?
He also might be in on the West Coast, and
Bobby Orr.
yeah, bro, let's just get 22-year-old Bobby Orr.
Sabres don't have
It
nobody.
might be the Golden Seals that he's on, maybe. Yeah, there he is. Harry
Yeah.
Howell. 2.5 stars. 30. Yeah, now I know I'm sitting like an anime character right now, but
Pretty good. He's well rounded.
he's old, but like I feel like decent penalty killer.
You only need him for 1 year anyway.
Yeah. So he's definitely someone to
Who's
keep
this
in
guy?
mind.
He's a fucking potential.
Oh, Ron Stackhouse.
Yeah.
Ron Stackhouse is sick.
That's us.
I mean, imagine we could swing a Ron Stackhouse trade. Detroit would never trade, like, realistically, but like, and Detroit's team wasn't very good. They were called the Dead Wings in this era. Joe Marat's pretty good. I think he's a stay-at-home guy. He's all right. Definitely not like the defensive stalwart we were looking. Barry Gibb.
Wow.
LaPierre, yeah.
Jason Tremblay or JC Tremblay.
Yeah. I mean, they're so good. We might be able to
Serge Savard.
hear me out. Like, we might be able to snag somebody like this off of them because like they're so deep. We could probably get like Guy Lapointe's not very good right now. Is the problem.
Well, he'd be really good defensively.
Jacques Lapierre, yeah. 28.
We would have to invest in him, but like,
Yeah, I mean, we'd have to give them. We would definitely have to at that point offer up like, what's T Harper? Who's that? Terry Harper. Terry Harper might be an easier grab too. A little older.
who else?
What are the Rangers got? Wow, Brad
Park. Yeah.
But we might be able to get Tim Horton, 40-year-old Tim Horton.
Tim Horton.
Timmy Horton, bro. I mean, for a 40-year-old, like checking, hitting.
I think we'd be better off with one of the other players though because he's got injury issues.
Oh yeah, I mean he's old. I'm pretty sure he dies after this season. Rod Sealing is a good defenseman. Was a really good defenseman for the Rangers.
Old as time and space. So we're looking at right now the Seals potentially, the Canadiens.
The Flyers, not really. I mean, like if push came to shove, we might. I mean,
Nobody on this team.
St. Louis just has Bob Plager or Barclay Plager.
Some
Pretty
of the other
good.
guys have better defensive stats.
Yeah, because that's really what we're in it for, right? Like, because holy shit, oh Jesus, the size of their
Got
rosters.
nobody.
Yeah, the Leafs weren't very good in this era either. In like 1970, 71, the Canucks had just joined the
Is
league.
that Dale Talon?
Yes, sir, it is.
19-year-old Dale Talon. He's
Dale Talon's the best
offensively.
player on that team. Yeah, he's all offense.
So we were looking at Harry Howell
I mean,
potentially.
wait, they have Carol Vadnais? A 24-year-old Carol Vadnais.
Who?
The Golden Seals. Interesting. He's their best defenseman. Let's see. He's gonna grow into his game. But yeah, Harry Howell is one we were
So
looking
we're looking
at.
at Harry Howell or somebody on a Canadian. Maybe like this would cost a lot to get Jacques Lapierre or JC Tremblay.
Yeah.
He is really good defensively though.
Yeah.
He's also got injury problems though. What was Harry Howell's injury thing like?
Might be a little higher because he's old. He might be a little more injury prone.
He's actually better off all across
Yeah, he's
the
pretty
board.
durable.
Let's see what they would want for him. They're looking for everything.
So, I mean, we could give them. Let's go to defense, maybe.
We can't sort by player type.
Okay, yeah. So we just have to look. We could give them. We could also sort by potential, which actually might be better for us because like those are gonna be the guys we're looking to trade now. Like some of those guys. I feel like okay, if we're gonna make a trade for this, right? Like for Harry Howell, if we're gonna trade any of our prospects, we should definitely go for one of the older ones that is looking kind of like a bust. You know what I mean? Like a 21-year-old half-star player.
We could trade either one of these guys because we have two of the same exact kind of player, really. A half-star player with 3-star potential. And that might... Let's just see.
This might get it done.
Yeah. That would get it done immediately. He's saying we're even offering way too much.
All right, so maybe we can offer them some... We could... I wonder if we can get a... Well, there's no reason to get a draft pick from them because it's only 1 year. I wonder if we could trade them with
2.5-star player, maybe? Would that get it done? He still thinks we're offering way too much.
Yeah, maybe we can get them with, like... Maybe we could offer them an actual roster player.
Who else do they have? Is there anyone else on this team worth trading for potentially? We don't need goalies. We don't need centers. We need wingers.
Wingers could help. Was it
Jerry Erman.
What kind of player is he? Interesting.
Well, let's see what kind of player we would need actually first.
Yeah. Well, you should probably look at our lines and see what our lineup looks like.
Because like they think we have the offense. Well, he's a defensive player actually.
Honestly, if we were gonna get I guess, yeah. Because well, I was gonna say if we're gonna send him, but like, what's it called? Stan Mikita's playing first line, so we don't have to worry about that. Chico Mackey? Oh yeah, bro, I forgot about Chico Mackey.
It seems like we actually. I mean, we have the Golden Brett, right? And Stan Mikita.
And Dennis Hall is a good goal scorer too. Like,
So it looks like we might need like depth, if anything.
yeah.
Like maybe a better third, or just like really juice up the third line.
Kind of roles is he best at? Perimeter shooters is best. Dangler speedy forward. I'm just gonna send him as a sniper. Stan Mikita's best rank. Gretzky's office.
I like how Gretzky's not in the league yet, but there's still Gretzky's office.
Yeah, right. Starenko's listed as a grinder. How about, do you have...
Why don't you take over for a bit? Because I'm just going to go use the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
GM Speeb is hopping in the chair.
Right now it's Coach Speed because I have to figure out the lineup. Gorsh. I guess the grinder's fine, but maybe we can move. Switch those two. Take Jim Pappin, make him. I guess he'd be the best as a power forward, maybe? Interesting. How big is Jim Pappin, though, is really the question. Pitt Martin. What are you better at? Interesting. We're gonna run as quarterback. And I guess we'll run White as something a little more defensive, maybe.
Continue that. I'm just gonna set up some stuff for like when the people are over.
Okay. Let's see. So I'm gonna see if we can make.
We should trade for Bobby Orr.
I mean, if we can make that work, it'd be crazy. But
to be fair, we probably could because we just waste all of our resources with a one-year challenge.
yeah, I mean that's what I feel like people would do. You know.
I bet we gotta win the Stanley Cup now.
Who do they want? This Daryl Maggs guy?
Daryl Maggs. What a name. That's a man's name right there.
How How about... What about a third round pick? I offer him a third round pick for Harry Howell. So let's see if they, Oh. Nailed it. Third round pick for Harry Howell.
I think that's Claudia. She's here.
Alright, so we have to put him in the lineup.
Harry Howell.
Manager, Blackhawks roster, defenseman. So let's see. Let's scratch. Who's our lowest rated defenseman now?
I think we have like a couple of 21-year-olds in there who are like 1 star or something.
Yeah. Let's stick Harry Howell in. We'll put Keith Magnuson down to the bottom pair. Try to shelter him a little bit. Put Harry Howell in that top 6 there. And shut down defenseman. You know what? Yeah, shut down defenseman's exactly what we got him to be. Keith Magnuson will be seems to be a shutdown guy. Alright, so, I mean, I really feel like that was, like, the big trade we probably had to make, right? Like...
realistically, the rest of the team is pretty stacked. You can probably start the sim and then just see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like you said, this is kind of like a super team. Like, we have Tony O and the Golden Brett, like...
Yeah, it's kind of over, right? Like...
And Stan Mikita.
Yeah, right? Like...
Like, that shit is actually crazy.
And adding Harry Howell only makes us better, you know?
Oh, yeah. Especially because now, like, we're not all offense. Like, we're a little bit more balanced on the back end. And, like, Tonio is good, but, like, we don't want to be leaving him out to dry.
Yeah.
Let me go grab Claudia. I'll be right back.
Lou Nanny. Please set your captains. Okie dokie. Who is our captain? I think Stan Mikita was captain. Boy, let's see if we beat Rogie Vachon and the Montreal Canadiens. Oh, we did.
What, we got Rogie Vachon?
The Canadiens still have him.
Oh.
He hasn't gone to LA yet.
Okay. I was gonna say, did you just trade for fucking Rogie Vachon? Like,
That'd be wild.
Tom Webster has a great game.
Jean Gauthier. Oh, baby. Let's see what we...
Jacques Plante.
Yes, sir. Do we win? Yes.
We did it. Was this preseason?
I don't know, actually. Yes.
Yeah, because we're Johnny Busick, bro.
Dope logo. Who's their goalie? Les Binkley? Oh, sorry, Les, but they beat us. Never mind.
Sorry, Les, but you won.
I guess I'll go fuck myself. Ooh, that's not good. Orland Kurtenbach out for 7 months.
Fucking love these old names. Orland Kurtenbach.
He was the first captain in franchise history. Cesar Maniago. Shut him out.
Well, they don't call him Tony O for nothing.
No, that is true. Oh, is that Pete Mahovlich? No, it's Frank Mahovlich. Big M, yeah, 7 months with a torn ACL. Goodbye, Big M. Oh, we get the team we just took Harry Howell from.
Bob Snenden. And then we lost. How do we lose to them? They're ass. What did our superstars just take the fucking night off?
Just
gonna,
look past it.
put it in fucking cruise? Our season ticket numbers.
Offers for Bill Orban. He's a 1-star player. Why would I? Is this the season opener against the LA Kings?
Is this the end for Spider-Man?
I thought it was earlier. I mean, it was. I died a couple times.
Fuck.
We lost the season opener to the LA Kings, bro. Who's even on that team?
I don't think that was the season opener. No, we're still in preseason.
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
We're playing some franchise hockey manager.
I wonder. Oh,
It's basically just like a giant wall of text simulator, but like you operate as like the general manager of a team.
Okay.
This is the whole game.
So you literally just like
this.
look at like.
Oh, hey, Steve.
How's it going?
No, Nestorenko's hurt. What did he do?
Let's find out.
3 weeks.
With a elbow sprain?
Come on, play through it. It's the 70s.
My guy.
Injuries didn't exist until like 1995.
More or less, yeah.
Why do you think Scott Stevens was literally putting people in traction on the ice and then they came back and scored goals? Like,
Unreal. I didn't change any of our special teams, whatever. All right, Mackie, you're getting the call up, kid. Pinder, get ready to play on that third line.
Pinder? What a name.
Yeah, I'm just going to let you do that. And Dan Maloney's going to run around as an enforcing goon. We'll let that work itself out. Who needs to clear waivers? Rick Foley. Dennis Cairns might be a problem.
We have a lot of players like him, though.
Yeah.
We have those other two 21-year-olds.
We'll see if they get claimed. If he gets claimed. If he does, he doesn't.
I think we're good.
The only thing I grabbed was Crozier. They put Roger Crozier on wait.
Why? He's 3 stars.
And he's only 28. Way to go, Buffalo. That's some smart GM.
Let's go, Buffalo.
Too many players on the roster.
We need to drop 2, it looks like, yeah. So we'll be doing this, for everyone that's listening, we'll be doing this for about...
We should be good now.
Shit. Are we dropping frames? No, we're good. Wait. We might be dropping frames.
Oh,
Oh no. The stream.
the Strom.
Alright, hold on, guys. We'll be right back. Just click stop streaming, and then we'll restart. No? We're still dropping frames? Why are we dropping frames?
Oh, we're dropping 61% of our frames.
There we go. We're back in the green. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe it's to do with just the game being kind of heavy on the PC, but we're back in business. So for anyone that's listening, we'll be doing this for another 20 minutes or so, or at least until like the end of year 1. We'll run it through the end of year 1, and while we're waiting for the rest of the peeps to show up, once the rest of the peeps show up, we'll be doing fighting games from 8 to 10, and then Jackbox Party Pack starting at 10 o'clock.
Eddie Joyal got suspended.
And just a warning, the Jackbox is definitely NSFW, so if there's anybody watching with children or anybody that's doesn't want to hear swear words. I mean, you already heard swear words during Dude Simulator. We literally murdered like 40 cops in the street, but you know. No, he's day-to-day. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's all good in the hood.
Who do we even have on the roster to throw in there to replace him? I guess we'll throw. I guess it's up to you, Lodboa kid.
Okay, so I'm actually going to open the window so you get some air flowing here. So how did your mailbox hunting go?
Luckily, we just got the basic shit. A post and a box. Well, we got like a big box though.
You have to get it like installed, right? Like you're cemented into the ground.
Yeah, we're not doing that. My mom's got one of her many guys coming over to figure that out.
Is Dick Cherry about to be
I
moved?
thought that said is Dick Cheney about to be moved. It's like, why is Dick Cheney playing hockey in the 70s? He's like, I'm going to play hockey in the 70s, and then I'm going to invent the internet in the 2000s.
Dick Cheney didn't invent the internet. That was Al Gore.
Or Al Gore.
Dick Cheney blew his friend's face off with a shotgun.
You know Barbara Bush killed somebody?
Did she?
She ran somebody over.
I mean, Ted.
Hold up.
I mean, Ted Kennedy killed a woman in a car, let her drown. So.
Barbara Bush car, not CD.
Her CD.
There is an audiobook of Barbara Bush, actually.
I mean, I'm sure there is probably like her narrating her life or something. All right, Dan Maloney, get the fuck out of here. Where is?
In 1963, First Lady Laura Bush was responsible for a tragic accident. I mean, this was years before she was First Lady, obviously, but
Let's see if we thrash the Buffalo Sabres here.
yeah, she killed a 17-year-old.
Oof. We tied? I forgot there were ties.
It's alright, we're 5-2-1.
That guy's last name sounds like offensive for some reason.
Crake.
Yeah. Sounds like it should be. It sounds like a slur of some kind. Like it really does. Like.
Bobby Hull on the brink of returning. I mean, we fucking hope so.
I mean, I've already put him back in the lineup, so.
Isn't the phrase chomping at the bit, not champing at the bit?
Yeah, it's chomping at the bit.
Okay.
Wait, who calls it champing at the bit?
This game, apparently. It was like, Bobby Hull is champing at the bit. It's like, is he?
Yeah.
What, a sore knee? See, this game needs to actually, like, take the time period into account, because, like, these guys would not be bitching about this shit. The trainer would be like, is your leg still attached while you're playing? Like, you know, concussions weren't invented until, like, 2004.
I mean, yeah, if you ask the NHL.
If you ask the NFL, they've never been invented.
Yeah, tell the truth.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Stemkowski? Pete Stemkowski? Oh my god, 9-2?
Okay, so I gotta get him off the injury list. Might as well stick Doug Jarrett on it.
Our GM's name is Tummy Even.
Yes.
Because the real life GM's name was Tommy Ivan, so we're bootleg Tommy Ivan. We're Tummy Even, and that's not even the worst names we've come up with.
There's some pretty spicy ones in there, yeah.
Because we usually just like bootleg whoever the real GM's name is. So like when we were doing the Rangers, the real GM's name was Glenn
Sather.
So we were Glun Shaver.
Yeah, that one was a bad one. That one was like wow. That one was like wow. That's just like I feel disgusted just like being mentioned around me. Toronto.
We were Tony Spagnoli,
yeah,
the boss.
Yeah, something like that from fucking New Jersey. The boss.
Oh no, we were something Flintstone, weren't we?
We were Fred Flintstone, I thought, or something. Or no, we were Fabio Flintstone.
Fabio Flintstone, yeah.
That's a good one.
Fabio Ford.
Fabio Ford. I don't know nothing about hockey though. How are the Flyers ahead of us?
Bill Wirtz thinks the season has proceeded promisingly.
Yeah, alright, thanks Bill Wirtz.
God damn it. Fucking Jesus. All these guys getting injured.
I guarantee you it's something stupid too. Oh no, never mind, it's a neck laceration. Alright. Oh,
I would say
okay.
maybe he's not overreacting to that one.
That one's woof. Okay.
You ever get your neck sliced open?
No,
You sliced your hand open.
I did. That shit sucked ass. I literally was cutting a roll the other day, and I was like,
You have
I took
flashbacks?
I took my eye off of it for a second, like, but I wasn't cutting down this time. I was like cutting, like I had my hand over the top of it. So when I took my eyes off it to look, but I had like a moment where I'm like, Rob would be so mad if I called him and like was like, yo, I don't know if I can do extra life, dude. My hands like I cut my hand wide open. I'll be there, but I don't know if we'll be able to play anything. Like,
So, like, one day this kid rolls into school with, like, bandages wrapped around his hand, right?
no, mind you, I didn't go to the hospital yet. I cut my hand wide open and just like wrapped this shit up with like bandages and like ace bandages and came to school the next day.
And I walked in and I see him, like, looking like he's, like, half a mummy already. I'm like, what did you do? He's like, well, I was cutting a loaf of Italian bread, and he was holding the loaf like this and cutting like this.
Oh.
And he walked in. You said you walked in to tell your dad something, and you got distracted, and you sliced your hand open, and you said you didn't feel it.
No, I didn't feel anything.
Around while cutting a loaf of
I was
bread?
standing in my kitchen. I was standing at my countertop in my kitchen, and my dad said something from the door, so I picked up what I was cutting and just turned to look at him and just kept cutting. And I was like, I didn't think about it, and then like, yeah, I didn't. It didn't hurt. I just felt like the cold steel in my hand, and I was like,
probably worse if it doesn't hurt.
and I was like,
And you said you looked down, and there was just blood all over the fucking
Yeah, it didn't start bleeding until I ran it underwater. Like I looked, I saw how deep the hole was. I put everything down, just walked into the bathroom, and just turned the sink on and held my hand under. And then once I got like the water in it, then it started to like bleed. And then my mom just dumped hydrogen peroxide in it, and I was like, "Thank you." That hurt.
Okay. Was your mom a hydrogen peroxide mom?
No.
Okay, because my mom was too, and I'm actually pretty sure you're not supposed to use that shit for like the way that they used it. I'm pretty sure like it's not meant to like cleanse open wounds like that.
I think it can be. It's just like, it's just painful. Like there are
That
other
shit
ways to go about cleaning it.
Stings so fucking bad, dude. Like, bro. And they would tell you that bullshit where, like, when it bubbles up, when it hits the wound, they were like, oh, that means it's killing the bacteria. It's like, no, what it means is my hand is on fire, and I can't feel the rest of my fucking arm.
I mean, it actually is because it's killing all the bacteria, but it is like, yeah, no, it's like, oh my god, please. Like, why are you doing this to me? They when they went to clean it in the hospital, they used iodine, so my hand was stained brown.
I
Interesting.
think that's probably better than hydrogen peroxide.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt, and it's like...
Did they...
Like,
oh, yeah. Did you
actual
get stitches
shit.
for that?
I was supposed to, but they left me in the waiting room so long and I waited to the next day. So like it took so long for them to actually
Started
get
to
to it
heal.
that like the ends were already healed, started to close. So
Did you just give, like, butterfly stitches or whatever?
yeah, they just pulled it shut with butterflies and they just wrapped me up for like 6 weeks. A lacerated kid. Yo, what are these dudes?
Lacerated kidney?
Dude, like,
Are we playing, like, fucking Blades of Steel out on the ice? Like, what is happening here?
I guess so. Like, whew. That's something, bro. I've never seen that one.
Also, if either one of you want, there's plenty of drinks in the fridge. I have Arizona, sparkling waters, some Gatorades, some of the Calypsos.
How did we lose to Vancouver? They're Vancouver.
Because Dennis Holt took like 17 tripping penalties in the third period. Fucking clown.
Gilles Marat suspended 2 games.
I saw a dude get blasted for 10 games once.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty wild ones. I saw like 15 games. I was like, what is
Oh
going
my god, how we keep getting fucking injuries, dude? Strained posterior cruciate ligament? What? Oh, his PCL. He fucked up his leg.
his whole ass leg.
Obliterated his PCL trying to play hockey. Like,
God.
what are these guys doing that they're getting like
Just ass.
lacerated kidneys, lacerated necks? Like, I know it's the 70s, but like, Jesus
Let's
Christ.
see. I wonder what our stats look like. Let's see. Where is that again? It's probably under NHL.
Just trying to skip all the lore.
Exactly. I don't give a shit about these people's lives. I just want the coins for listening to the story.
Let's see.
Oh my god, the Rangers are killing it. Jesus.
Yeah, well, they have the
Yeah,
gag
like in
line.
the 70s, yeah, true.
The funny part is Rod Gilbert's not in here.
Hot Rod.
Is he in there for
My
assists?
dad's cousin claimed that he knew Hot Rod. I don't fucking believe a goddamn word that man says. But Uncle Peter claims that he knew Rod Gilbert. I think he's full of shit.
How do I check?
I mean, hey, maybe he does.
How do I check our team stats, dude? Like our own team's like player stats.
Player stats?
Yeah. Oh wait, I remember how to do it. I have to go to.
You got to go to the roster and then you can click stats. Yeah.
Let's see.
Stan McKitty's got 10 goals already.
He's got 19 points in 18 games. Damn. Dennis Hull's got 15. Where's Brett? Or Bobby Hull's only played 15 games. Got 11 points. Only 2 goals though.
Come on, Brett. You gotta be scoring the Genos, kid.
How is Bobby Hull not scoring goals? Like,
Got 19 shooting accuracy. What's his role? You have to set him like.
I'm set to a sniper, I think.
Maybe you could set him to perimeter shooter because it's one more. Just see if that works.
Yeah, we could try it. I don't know. Let's see.
I mean, to be fair, in the 70s, like a perimeter shot was basically like a shot from the slot on some of these goalies. Like,
yeah, yeah.
Jim Pappin out 4 weeks.
Gary Deneen, God.
We're first in the division. Let's go.
We have 4 ties. Oh my fucking God, bro. Another goddamn injury.
A strained back.
How'd you even do that?
We know that he didn't do that in the weight room because players were not working out like that back then.
He was probably like trying to fuck on some like puck slut and like fucked his back up. Like, I mean, it's
Pulled
like,
his back in the sack, has to walk into coach's office the next day. He's like, "Oh, coach, my back's all fucked up."
I mean, nothing. It can't be worse than Dustin Penner having to call his fucking coach and tell him he can't play because he threw his back out eating pancakes.
How does one even?
2 players got injured.
So the story with Dustin Penner is like he was sitting down and eating pancakes, right? And it turned out to be like a severe back spasm that like it was such a severe spasm that like injured the muscles in his back. But he said he was sitting down eating pancakes and then all of a sudden it felt like he got punched in the back by Aunt Jemima.
Oh my god.
He said he fell out of his chair, fell on the floor, and then they revealed that it was like a severe back spasm that like caused muscular damage.
Could you imagine you're just eating fucking pancakes?
You're like, oh, fucking syrup, ugh, and you just fall out of your
You're
chair.
laying on the ground like, oh. It probably feels like you're like crippled because you're like, oh god, my back.
Probably wouldn't be able to eat pancakes again.
It's traumatized. Every time you see
Literally.
Aunt Jemima, he's a flashback.
That's his trigger.
Just
Just
like-
Aunt Jemima.
It's a Vietnam flashback. Brian Campbell's ready. Yeah, I mean, he was day to day with back soreness. Like,
Is a package inside my door? I don't remember ordering anything.
well, there's something there, friends.
Maybe somebody sent you something.
That is true.
What did I just put back? Oh, Campbell. Womp, womp, womp. Let's see. Oh my god, dude. I need to change these.
It's my Hidden Temple shirt that I ordered 6 months ago.
Is it really?
Smash GG finally fucking sent me.
What website did you order it from?
Smash GG.
Smash TV.
Hidden Temple merch. You know what happened? It was stuck in the distribution center. I emailed them and the woman was like, "Oh yeah, this should be on the move soon."
Supply chain issues, bro. You know how it is.
Some asshole just put it in a box and forgot about it. Hidden Temple. Woo!
Nice.
This
Stan
was the,
Mikita back soon. Stan Mikita was injured.
This was the Nick Brawl Invitational Tournament. Finally got my fucking Hidden Temple merch, baby. Woo! Yeah, baby. That's what we've been waiting for.
We take those, bro. Those are dubs.
It's a Christmas
Is
miracle.
that Al Arbor? Oh no, John Arbor. I thought it was Al Arbor. Would Al Arbor even still be playing at this time?
What happened?
Would what's his name? Al Arbor even still be playing at this time?
I'm not sure, actually. It's a good question. Oh my god, everyone on the team is like either hurt or like kind of hurt.
Yeah. They're really not having a great go of it, honestly.
Whack. That's some wet ass pussy.
Oof. Where's it?
I like how we have a shootout lineup even though there's no shootout.
All right. Well, Pitt Martin, whose neck got lacerated, is almost back. God, I've never. How did that even happen?
I'm gonna ask Clint Malarchuk. The man almost bled out on the ice.
Yeah, but that was like a freak accident. Like the skates came up and everything. But like, dude, okay, how do we change the fucking settings for those? Because like that is really frustrating. It just keeps stopping us for these notifications that it doesn't need to stop us for.
It should be in manager options, I think. If you go to manager and you go to options,
Yeah.
should be exit autoplay. You can click off when you receive a personal message. Now you're only getting it when a player's out for at least a week or you receive a trade proposal.
Yeah, because otherwise it's like we're never gonna get through it. Healthy player on this. Jim Pappin's back from blowing his knees up after getting his fucking legs destroyed. He's back, thank God.
What's the worst injury you've ever had, Claudia?
I don't know. I've never been like injured that bad.
I think the worst one I ever had, I mean, probably when I was, like, I guess technically breaking my arm when I was a kid, but I don't really remember that one. And like I've been lucky to avoid injury most of the time, but when I had my ACL sprain and I tried to play through it, when I went down into butterfly to make a save, this is gonna sound really gross, but it is almost as if I could feel like somebody running a knife along the tendons on the inside of my leg. Like I felt every muscular string.
Ouch.
It felt like there was like a bunch of guitar strings and somebody ran a knife along it, and my whole knee was on fire. It was one of the most disgusting feelings I've ever had in my life, and I immediately pulled myself from the game. I was like, I can't do this. Like,
Yeah, no, it's just not worth it. All right, hit Martin's back.
Steve, you've had some interesting injuries. You've had a concussion before.
I've had 3 concussions.
You had 3?
Yeah,
Let me go get Chris. Chris is here.
I've had 3 concussions, a broken arm. I cut my hand open. I broke my ankle playing softball.
I know you. Was your broken arm? Was that when you ran into the handball wall at summer court?
Yep.
Summer camp?
Yep.
And Keith walked over. He's like, "You bust a nut." It's like, no, Keith.
It's like, no, Keith, I'm dying. I'm literally laying on the ground dying, Keith. That was awful. I was so nauseous for like the first, like as soon as I opened my eyes, I was just so nauseous. I was like, oh god. That's how I knew it was broken, because I was like, oh yeah, this hurts so bad, I'm gonna throw up. Terrible. It bruised from here to here in like 2 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was like, oof.
Yeah, I've been lucky. I've never had to go to the hospital for like any sort of like physical injury.
I've had my fair share. Unfortunately. Yeah, it's not fun. The concussions were the worst, though. I didn't go to the hospital for, like, I went to the hospital for one of my concussions. I didn't go for...
Yeah, sometimes you just like, cause, yeah, I knew a girl who had like a concussion every other week. I'm like, how?
At that point, it's like, how do you even live life? Like,
Well, she was like a huge athlete in like every single freaking sport, so she was constantly getting hit in the head by shit.
this one kid we knew got hit so hard. He got hit so hard in 7th grade playing football. He just had such a nasty concussion. He couldn't do anything. He literally just lay in his house on his back.
Oh,
Actually, wait, Chris might remember this. Yo, Chris, do you remember when Tom got hit so hard in like the 7th grade? He got that concussion playing football. Were you still on the team at that time?
Who's Tom?
Tom Horan.
Oh.
You know when he got that nasty concussion everybody was talking about?
Really? I don't even think Tom...
It was the only time he played football. It was because he got the concussion and wasn't allowed to do it again. When Joe gets here, he'll know the story. I guaranteed. We were talking about like injuries, and I figured I know you played
Tom
football.
didn't play in 7th, and he played in 8th.
It might have been. I don't know. I just remember he got injured in middle school pretty bad. He took like this huge hit apparently, and just like didn't come back.
I don't even think I met him in 7th grade, and then we became friends in 8th grade.
Oh, okay.
I think that's true. But anyway, there was a guy on the team, Christian something, I think.
Okay.
Big black guy. And I just remember one play. I was in front of... What's that guy's name? God, I remember it. Fucking people.
Yeah.
The big, huge... the other big, huge black guy. Bigger. Like, big, fat black guy with, like, glasses.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name.
Not Chris, not Chad. Something with a C though, wasn't it?
It might have been.
Was he really, really nice to everyone?
I think his name started with an E.
Was it Evan?
Oh, yeah,
Was it Evan?
Evan,
Yeah, Evan, the boy. Well, so Evan, whenever he got down on the line for football, he's like the offensive line, and I'm defensive line, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
he's like
of course.
150 pounds heavier than me, right? It's like but he would get down and he would look straight at the ground. And when the play started, he'd look up and start blocking. So I noticed he was doing that, so I was just blitzing the gap, running right past him, and he was like, it was actually a joke. Like I was in the backfield like every play in practice, right? And I remember I get in the backfield, I'm running after Josh Hanna, who's way faster than me, so it's like hopeless anyway, but at least force him to roll out, rush him, whatever. So I'm running after Josh Hanna, this guy, Christian something, blindside me out of nowhere. I go flying. I remember like definitely should have gotten the concussion protocol that day. Like I was fucking,
Just laying
I was
on the
not,
field.
I was on the floor, had no idea where I was for like 30 seconds, and yeah, brutal, absolutely brutal.
That's awesome.
So,
I mean, it's not awesome, but like that story's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome that happened to you.
Not that it happened to him, but the story's good. I'm glad that somebody has a story like that. Because mine aren't that funny. Like, I fell getting on the bus, getting a concussion. I got cross-checked in the head, and then I got my other concussion was when I broke my arm. I slammed my head against the wall. I hit the wall like flat. My head, like my temple, like hit the wall.
Yo, I have 3 scars all in the same spot right here, and I remember the first one that I got. I was in 1st grade, and we're doing step-ups onto like so they had like whatever they got a platform, and you have to like step up,
aerobics.
and then you step down, and like but they had like a one like this. I mean, actually the big one was probably like this, but comparatively at the time as a 1st grader, it was like, there was like a little one that was like maybe that high, and then the big one like this. So we're doing the little one, we're like, psh, this is easy. So you see me going up, I'm like, oh yeah, here we go. Fucking whole face plant right on my head, and my fucking glasses just like slam right into my head right there. I'm like bleeding, like profusely bleeding. It's horrible. And they took me to the nurse. The nurse is like on the phone with my mother. She's like, yeah, so like we keep just kind of like,
hoping for the
like
best.
we have like gauze on it, but like the blood is not stopping. I don't really know what to do. So they ended up giving me a butterfly stitch there.
Yeah.
And then it got broken open 2 other times.
Oh my god.
All while I was in elementary school. One time I was playing dodgeball in my front yard and I fell on the bricks.
Oh.
I jumped out of the way of a ball and right on the bricks. And and it's always like the glasses, the way my glasses were, they would just shoot right into your face right there. So I literally got it in the exact same spot.
Yeah.
Which may be a good thing because I will just have a bunch of scars on top of each other
just
instead of
eventually
all
maybe.
different scars.
Eventually, maybe you have so much scar tissue, it'll just be like impossible to break through. Like your glasses just will be like hitting it like adamantium, bro.
Yeah. And then in 5th grade, we're playing football in recess, and this guy Ryan Wheeler
Oh my god.
is playing, and I'm like, somebody throws the ball, and I'm like to me, and I'm running up, and I'm like, okay, I've got it. I'm like ready to catch it. Ryan Wheeler comes flying in full speed, dives directly into my head, and fucking knocks my glasses right into my head. Yeah, and again, I was profusely bleeding.
So,
Yo,
you remember when Chris? You remember when I cut my hand open, right? Or at least I've told you about it. Oh, Nick. I like your beard. It's funny. I actually shaved off my mustache last week. You got so long, I was gonna have to go. Dude, it was in my mouth. You know what it was? I went to trim it. I missed.
I have not seen it on
I went to trim it, and I went. I like. I caught like too much. And I was like, nah, you know what?
You go a little too high and you're like, well,
Now it's all
now.
gone. Uncrustables.
Yeah, he gets in my car and goes, do you like Uncrustables? And I was like, no, not particularly. Okay, then they're both for me.
I like how at least you're just
I love that.
second
Yeah, no,
crustable
he
for
did.
you. He brought the second
He was
crustable.
just fully prepared to eat the second one, though.
Oh, he was
He was
hoping you.
hoping. Yeah,
You'd say no.
exactly.
We know Dylan, bro. Come on. We know full well he was sitting there like, nah. I hope he says no.
After I trade Rob that.
Happy birthday, Bob.
Thank you.
How old are you, 20?
Yeah.
20.
Strim, the folks are here. So I think we're gonna probably cut this short, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We're gonna launch into some
Cut me short.
fighting games.
You were worried about being late.
No, we were playing FHM. We were just playing so you guys got here.
Ah, okay.
And at some point we just started talking about how badly we've injured ourselves.
Tuning into the games portion.
Oh, yeah, he
Yeah,
showed up.
yeah.
Yeah. We
Like
actually,
240?
he actually ended up being there for the majority of it because we ended up playing till like
So
4:30.
what
So
game
we
are you
ended up being
playing
there for a
then?
good chunk of it. Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
We're gonna be just playing like
Such a piece of
Smash
I was
or
like-
Nickball or
I literally said that. Dude, we literally made the joke as soon
And
as
then
you
at
crossed
10
the
o'clock
text
we'll be
and you didn't
playing
answer,
Jackbox.
and we were like,
You want to say jukebox, but that's not the
way.
right way.
No, that was actually
Word.
really funny, though.
I've actually sent him that text before. Like, don't take
Yeah,
time
I've
off
done
the
that.
air.
So,
Like,
real
go
quick
on
stream, I'm just gonna go
like,
BRB and I'm gonna set up
I
the
got it,
stream for the
I
rest
got
of the
home
night.
last night
So
from
give me
work.
1 sec. Give me 1 sec, stream. I have to restart OBS. It's being dumb as hell. So give me 1 second.